Hi everyone, happy Freaky Friday and welcome to Shivers. I am Gina Grossbauer, your curator for all things spooky. For today's Halloween haunt review, we're talking about Slaughterland Screampark in Binghamton, New York. This is a newer haunt opening for the first time in 2019, but receiving 180 plus 4-star and up reviews on Google. Their address is 666 Barrier Road, which is so cool and adds to the scare of 666 before you even get there. Once arriving, you're asked to sign a waiver and wait in line before being sent in groups of 5 at a time. There are 4 attractions that you go through, and the entire thing is a walking haunt that leads you directly from one attraction to the other. The first one you go through is Dark Magic, which is a little house that you must find your way through in the pitch black. Some hallways are tighter than others, making it a nightmare for anyone who is claustrophobic, and making it hard to stay with your group. There are areas that open up to show you scenes of actors cutting up bodies or simply yelling at you, but then it goes right back to the black hallways, really feeding into the fear of the claustrophobia and saying to yourself, when will this be done? Once escaping the house, you're led into attraction number 2, which is the Wendigo Woods. This is a purely outdoor walkthrough showing you scenes of dolls hanging from trees and actors with doll masks on, to ritualistic setups with sacrificial women and Wendigo creatures creeping around them. You then get to a neon clown building and attraction number 3, which is called Frightmares 3D. This is the same thing as Reaper's Revenge. You get 3D glasses and walk through the neon painted blacklit hallways, trying not to trip over your own 2 feet and the actors hiding in the corners. In this part of the walkthrough, though, there was one awesome part. Picture this. A tight hallway lays ahead of you. Everything is brightly colorful due to the black light, and this hallway is completely lined with stuffed animals pinned to the walls that you have to squeeze your way past. As you get about halfway through the hallway, there's an actor on the ground in a life-size stuffed animal outfit yelling, "Get out." This was super cool and very creepy, and a really great play on the doll fear that some people have, taking something usually innocent and turning it morbid. After you end the neon maze, you get outdoors to the final attraction, Cirque de Mort, or Circus of the Dead. This wasn't so much a circus as it was a house of wax, with melted mannequins and more dolls, and some creepy flesh-faced masks on actors. This decor and setup was really creepy and well done, making you walk through hanging outdoor laundry to see more mannequins and busted up lawn decor. This is it, and the walkthrough takes you out to a bonfire with food and beverage options, including a brewery stand. As for our rating, on a scale of 1 to 5 for artistry, definitely give it a 5 out of 5. I think they had a lot of really great, unique details and things that are really true to themselves and just something different than what you normally see. On a scale of 1 to 5 for the production itself, I would give it a 3 out of 5. Waiting in line to get in, there really weren't that many people, and we were in line for about 2 hours. Everybody was sent in chunks of 5, and between each of the attractions, you then had to pause and wait once again to be sent on forward. So it wasn't a continual, smooth process, and it kind of took away from, I think, how scary it probably could be if you just had to keep on going no matter what. So for that, I could give it a 3 out of 5. For customer service, give it a 5 out of 5. Everybody was super friendly. Everybody helped us on our way on where to go. Even the actors on the in-between that were holding us in the pausing queues were conversational and were funny and were just nice, as opposed to trying to be threatening or trying to be over the top dramatic or anything like that. So very great for customer service. For the environment itself, I would give it a 4 out of 5. It was an outdoor area as to be expected. There's going to be rocks, there's going to be hills, all of that. But in between some of the attractions, it was just very dark. And so there were points where I just really wanted to pull out my flashlight so I could see where I was going, just so I didn't trip on actual rocks, but I didn't want to lose anything that could have popped out of the woods or anything like that. So I think if they had the walkways lined with string lights or even lights hanging from the trees, it could have been more helpful rather than making me scared on nature itself. For decor, I would give it a 4 out of 5. Again, kind of the same thing with artistry. The details were really there. A lot of the pieces that they had were very creative and very specific to them, which was awesome. But I think that they could have had more things to look at. Moving on to makeup and costumes, I would give this a 5 out of 5. I think that their makeup, their masks, they had some of the best masks that I had ever seen. They were very scary, very creepy, And I think that the makeup and costumes were more to look at than the decor itself. There were part of the House of Wax area, the Circus of the Dead area. They had all the mannequins and they were stunning and they were awesome to look at. But before that, leading up to that, there wasn't a whole ton with the actual decor. Some of it was just kind of, you could tell, junk that maybe have been found by flea markets or something like that. So, but makeup and costumes absolutely made up for it. And then the scares themselves, the final category, I would give that a 4 out of 5. Going into the pitch black area as soon as you start, I think is a really great way to just get people scared off the bat. I had no idea that it was going to be pitch black. And so just walking in there and then feeling your way around, I'm not the skinniest person. And so even going around one of the corners, I felt my hips get kind of hugged by both sides and I start sweating so bad. So kind of kicking off a haunted house by doing that, I think was very effective. And on one hand, yes, I would have liked to have been warned that, hey, you're going to go into a pitch black room. Good luck. But on the other hand, I think that it is kind of more scary and effective by not knowing. So overall, I would say 4 out of 5. The characters themselves were not really necessarily in your face. They weren't super scary. It was just really more their masks and the decor and stuff like that made it a scary environment. So adding all those up and getting the average, we get to a 4.2 out of 5. Overall, I really enjoyed this haunt, and I believe with a larger budget and some more tenure, we really could be looking at a true top-tier destination haunt in the making. I really do recommend it for everybody. Hope everybody checks it out, helps them grow. I was able to just find this haunt by going on Instagram. So I think being able to get more haunts like this and some lesser known haunts up there and in the rankings and with some more audience members, that's how we're going to just keep growing this empire. So thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy your Freaky Friday and have a great weekend.